So the women of the West must understand that the nonsensical ideas they have taken from men must be completely discarded. They have to become women first. Those women who just start talking like men can never help in Sahaja. They have to be like this Mother Earth, who allows you to do what you like with her. I mean, you human beings have been so stupid to exploit her to the maximum. Not only that, but also she bears lot of nonsense upon herself. But then a time reaches where she becomes explosive. Then she starts consuming people inside her. And when she consumes people, then you see the earthquakes and droughts, this and that, all these things start coming in, and people get engulfed into these problems, which they blame Mother Earth for that. The problems that human beings have created out of aggressive nature, even aggression towards the Mother Earth, they have to pay dividend for that, and they are paying. Now to stop this kind of a movement of aggressiveness, which brings all kinds of disturbances, one has to recede back and should develop the sense of totality of compassion. Unless and until you understand totality, the total, the complete, the whole, that is the womb. That's your mother. As long as you try to be individualistic, you cannot be a good surgeon. You have to become one with the whole. Now we have to face ourselves for that. Very important it is. Especially in the West, I would say we have to face ourselves very clearly. What are we up to? That's a very important thing. First of all, let us see where is our attention. Ask a question. We have Sahajogis and Sahajogis within our fold, and I am sometimes surprised that even now the attention can be very funny. Like simple thing, like we can have attention on material things. This is mine, this is yours. That I should have my privacy. Then you are gone into the another realm of aggressiveness. If you try to have your own privacy, then you are depriving others of their privacy. It was all right when you were not Sahajogis to have your privacy, because you had to grow in your privacy at that time. But after Sahaja, you have to become one with everyone else. That is very important. Before Sahaja, you were different, and after Sahaja, you are different people. The whole concept must change after Sahaja. That now you have become one with the whole, and to feel that you are one with the whole, you should try to give up all your individualistic attitudes. That's very common now to hear, yes, I like this, I like that. It's very common. I like it. Very common. But doesn't behove a Sahajogi to say such a thing. You see, how can I say that I like something? Think of a mother who has to bear the child, who has to give birth to a child, who has to look after the child, the needs of the child, protect the child, train the child. How can she say, I like this and I like that? Where is the time? To think what you like and what you don't like. I like this food, I like that food. Where is the time? Where is the energy left for that? Where is the attention? The attention is on the upbringing of the child. Now, in the same way, a Sahaja Yogi must know that the child within him is born, the spirit. Spirit is the child which has been born within him. Now he has to nourish through the Kundalini. He has to water it. He has to look after it. It has to make it grow. Now where is the time for other nonsensical things? You have a child in hand. You are all mothers. Looking after your child, that's your spirit. So where do you have time for all these things? What attention should be? What can I do to make this child happy? To make this child grow? To make this child completely manifest myself? The mother replaces herself as soon as the child becomes a mature child. So now in you, the motherhood must take over than the fatherhood. Motherhood towards yourself. The attitude should be like a mother towards the child. How her attention is towards the child. We can see in every day-to-day life how we behave. I have seen people very much interested even now in food. I mean, where is the time? Where is the attention? How can you be so much worried about your food, worried about your sleep, worried about your health, worried about this, that? I mean, here you are to worry about your child, which you have got now with you. And that's why the child is neglected. And sometimes you find the child becomes sick or sometimes goes into a coma or may die away also. So the situation is very different now for Sahaja Yogis, how to treat themselves. Those who are running after still food and all these nonsensical things, I mean, I have seen Sahaja Yogis, all their attention is on food all the time. How dedication can come in a person who is so much dedicated to food habits? Like we have seen, you might have also seen, some of you, Ajanta caves were built. In 10 generations they built Ajanta caves. 10 generations. And they built it in a place where there was not even water available to begin with. And day in and day out, thousands of people, without getting any payment, without getting anything, built it. No food, no question. They used to eat some fruit somewhere here, there. But their dedication gave them power to do it. But this dedication can only be developed if you realize that you have to mother your child. Now, if the mother is ugly, the child will be ugly too. Because it is the mother who is expressed in the child. She doesn't dominate the child, all right, but she definitely can corrupt the image of the child. And that's what exactly happens when we, the Sahaja Yogis, are not bothered as to look after our spirit and our spiritual growth. Even now, I will be surprised, 50% people write letters to me. Mother, I am still possessed. I have worked with lemon and chilies. I am coming to you for this and that. It's very low grade business, I think. Even after so many years, if you are possessed, then I think you should beat yourself every day 108 times. It's a very low grade behavior, I personally think, that after your mother has worked so hard with you, still you are just the same, coming back with the horrible idea of bringing all kinds of problems to your mother. That means you are not looking after your child. Now, in Sahaja Yoga, it's not a child which is an individual child you have to look after. This is one should understand. This is where we miss very much, especially by the intellectuals. They think it is their own child which should be all right. Doesn't matter about others' children. Or doesn't matter if you have connection with others or not. It's very common. Because inner rationality gives them that sense. Oh, my spirits are all right, my vibrations are all right. So it's all right if I do not go to puja, or if I do not go to any collective thing, or if I do not support in any collective work, or if I do not take any responsibility of Sahaja Yoga. Because once you become collective, you take responsibility. So you are over-satisfied with yourself. That is good, that I need not take up any responsibility. All the Sahaja Yogis are bad, or some of them are bad, I have nothing to do with them, and this is that and that and that. But in Sahaja Yoga, as it is, the motherhood is universal. Because if you are the nose, say, then somebody is the eye. If you are the ears, somebody is the lips. So, it is essential for you to understand that anybody who is a Sahaja Yogi is in trouble, you are in trouble. It's threat to your growth. It is a threat to your growth because it's the whole that is growing. Of course, those who are absolutely useless will be thrown away gradually. That's what mother does. They can be thrown away absolutely so much far away that they will never return. But you don't have to worry about such people. They will be thrown away. They will be given some chances, some more credits will be given, some graces will be given, but ultimately they will be thrown away, so you don't have to worry. But you must worry about the whole, and you have to take up the responsibility. Those who do not take up the responsibility are not the people who are yet matured. They are child. That's the spirit. Every type of responsibility that you can take, think of what responsibilities you can take. That is why most of us have bad Vishuddhis, because we do not take the responsibilities. And whatever responsibility we do take, we have to be much, much, much more responsible than ordinary government servants are. Sometimes we hear from one ear and throw it away from the same. Don't even allow it to come into the head. So, one has to understand that the child is your responsibility. You have to look after the child. And the whole is also your responsibility.